Good morning from the Jenkins Shelter. Spent last night here with just Jeremy, and there was some other people camping right next to the shelter when we got here. Right when we got here, the people who were camping were like, there was trash everywhere. There was like bear poop right next to the shelter, and they were really worried about bears. We didn't see any. We heard some noises in the night, but didn't seem like a bear. Seemed like something a lot smaller, but I think the places you're going to see the most bears are the places where there's a lot of people with trash that don't throw it away. So we saw them at McAfee Knob. There was a ton of people, probably like 30-ish people camping there that night. And it's an insanely popular spot, so... and there was apparently a bear here, and it's right next to this shelter. It's right by a road, and there was trash here. So that's just, that's what happens. I feel like that's where you see bears, where there's people, where there's trash. Here's the pack, all ready to go. I like taking some pictures of the pack, just because it's so different than the one that I started with. But yeah, I could just fit so much more stuff in it. And you can see I put my cold soak oatmeal still here, and right underneath it is my cook kit. So that's all in the sides. And everything else is in the main pouches. Water on each side, and yeah, I'm ready to go for the day. Trying to do 23 today. It's about 9:30 in the morning, so I might be night hiking again, but yeah, it's good. I don't care. Yeah, but I should start moving, so I'm gonna get hiking. One thing that any other fall hiker can identify with, and I think even more through hikers, because you do this so many times a day, is the leaves getting stuck to the bottom of the trekking poles. And I've become a master at this move, which is planting the trekking pole and then hitting it with your foot and cleaning the trekking pole. It's like such a little task, but gives me some nice satisfaction throughout the day, just keeping the trekking poles clean. Leaves really don't matter, but they are everywhere, and yeah, they get stuck to the bottom. I don't know if I mentioned it before, but I put new trekking pole tips on the bottom. These poles, they're Cascade Mountain Tech. Really cheap poles. I think they sell them at Costco and on Amazon for like 30-40 bucks. They're the carbon fiber ones. I think they weigh 8 ounces each. And I've used them for a few seasons of hiking in New Hampshire and Virginia before starting my Thru-Hike. And they're still going after, what, like 1,600 miles, so I'd say they're good. I know a lot of people who've snapped other ones, and I know it's more like a situation, like it gets jammed in a rock, and it's kind of lucky that I have these still, but for a cheap item, I'd say they're great. And the replacement tips, because you'll wear out the, I'll show you. You'll wear out the tip. Sorry, it's not in focus. Yeah, you'll wear out the carbide tip on the bottom. Those are like 10-15 bucks, and you can just pull them off with a pair of pliers and put new ones on. Those are 10-15 bucks to replace. So in terms of a budget gear item that has worked very well the whole time, I'd say the trekking poles. I don't really see a need to buy $100-$150 poles, and I trust these enough to where they're, the main supports on my tent too, because I have a trekking pole tent. So Cascade Mountain Tech, carbon fiber with the cork tips have been a great gear piece for the entire trip. Just cruised up to Virginia Route 612. Water's been pretty scarce, but there's some by a road here. Generally, I try to not grab water that's directly next to a road. You just, more could go wrong with it being right next to cars. But it's not a lot of cars around here. Also, there's this little station of treats, but they were all empty. So I gotta just eat the treats that I got, which are many snack bars. But whatever the promise of these treats were, I got excited for a little bit. I think that this goes on on some kind of a road walk for a little bit, so I'm gonna go walk on a paved road for a little section and then pick it back up. I think I have 12 miles left in the day. I've been going really fast today. The trail's been pretty smooth, just yeah, not a lot of steep drops and gains, just slight up and down. So I've been moving pretty quick, and hopefully I can do the 23 today and get to the shelter before dark. We got a highway crossing. This is a little overpass over Route 77. Cars and lots of noise. Found a little picnic area right by, I think, Brushy Mountain Outpost, which is closed. Usually there would be like a little deli restaurant here, but not open. But I'll take the picnic tables and I'll show you what I'm working with. I got some Nutella, or some Food Lion version of Nutella, and I'm just putting that on these mini bagels. I'll probably have a few bars, and I'm just like taking some of my clothes out. I'm in direct sunlight, so I'm trying to like bake the stink out of some of my clothes, and took my socks and shoes off to kind of let those do the same. And yeah, just gonna eat up here. Only have 11 miles left, so I really did a number. Yeah, I hiked like 12 miles starting at 9:30, and it's just after it's around 2 now, so 10, 11, 12, 1, 2. Yeah, I was cooking. I was going pretty fast, so I think I should be able to get there right about nighttime. But yeah, just gonna finish up the bagels and Nutella and push on. All right, just had a roller coaster of emotions watching the Phillies get into the World Series from the Appalachian Trail. Somehow today I had service so I could stream the last few innings, but yeah, they were down a run. Bryce Harper hits a home run, and then they were able to come in and have a little touchy save, but pulled it out in the 9th and go into the World Series. So man, that's huge. Oh, I love sports, and it doesn't really get better than playoff baseball. So yeah, go Phillies. What a time to be a Philadelphia sports fan. Eagles, Phillies, even Flyers off to a good start. So whew, what a great day. I was gonna record like before the Phillies clinched that this was been an amazing day on the trail, and that was just, cherry on top. But talk about your day. Hold on, I'll flip the camera. It's just been such a beautiful woods walk. I've barely seen anybody today. Foliage has been great, weather has been great, and the trail really nice and smooth. I've done probably my easiest 23 miles that I've ever had on trail, and just such a day where I'm like enjoying every second that I'm out here. So man, yeah, so I'll close the video out on a high note. Yeah, thanks for everything. I'm gonna go and just ride this high to the shelter tonight, and yeah, Go Phillies and good night. See you in the World Series.